Hey guys, and I had a really great time today. I went and visited the Phil Silvers Archival Museum and had a great time. And yeah, this is one of the t-shirts well, I didn't buy it when I was there. I bought it when I was at one of the Talking Pictures TV live shows. But yeah, um, but I bought it from Steve, who owns the museum. He was at that Talking Pictures TV live show, and when I was at that museum, I got this badge. I don't know if you can see it, but it says like I went to I visited the Phil Silvers Museum. That's nice. And so yeah, I'll show you some footage. I did get like footage of Steve talking to the camera, so that's nice. You'll see that, and I did get some videos and pictures of the museum itself, so I'll show them. Yeah, when I talked to Steve, and he said that I could film and take pictures of anything I want, except for one thing. He showed me some pictures that they gotten, which I wasn't allowed to show online because he was recently sent a bunch of pictures, like behind the scenes pictures, which are not before publicly seen. So he's going to release them online in eventually, but he doesn't want me to share them online. He wants to share them online himself, and also he wants people who visit the museum to see the pictures for themselves. So yeah, so if you want to see what those pictures are, you can go and visit their museum. And yeah, as I mentioned, I've met Steve before at one of the Talking Pictures TV live shows, and he mentions that in the video that I recorded, with him. And he doesn't mention it in that, but off camera, he said because he's wanting for ages for Talking Pictures TV to show Sergeant Bilko on their channel. He's saying now they're looking into it and trying to get the rights to it, and they'll hopefully get the rights from CBS, which hopefully they might do because CBS News in America actually recently did a news report about Talking Pictures TV. So yeah, I would really love to see this on my favorite TV channel, Talking Pictures. Yeah, and Steve is clearly a big Talking Pictures TV fan as well, so it was nice hearing about that. And one other thing, because they had some VHS tapes there, and one of the VHS tapes they had, and I think they also had a DVD copy of it as well, was the Sergeant Bilko movie with Steve Martin. And I asked Steve from the museum what does he think of that movie, and he said, "Oh, it's all right, but it's not to the quality. The writing wasn't to the quality of the original show." And he compared it to a police academy movie. He said it felt more like a police academy movie, but just set at a platoon. Also, since Phil Hartman was actually in that Bilko movie, Steve mentioned that he actually thinks Phil Hartman would have been a better Bilko than Steve Martin. Uh, and I can see what he means actually. And Steve also mentioned that apparently at one point there was talk about doing a Sergeant Bilko movie in the 50s, which is pretty interesting. And also Steve mentioned that he did watch my videos, the other videos I made about Phil Silvers, where I was saying I'm looking forward to this museum. Because I shared those videos on Facebook and he'd watched them, and he really enjoyed my videos, so I'm sure he'll enjoy seeing this one as well. And another thing he didn't like about the Steve Martin movie was that Steve Martin didn't wear the glasses for the movie. And my dad mentioned in terms of stuff that's like a reboot of a classic comedy where they bring in new actors for it. He mentioned that he liked the Dad's Army, the Lost episodes, where they recreated the lost episodes of the show with new actors, and Steve mentioned that he really liked this as well when he saw it, and I like it of course as well because I do own it on DVD. So yeah. Also, he mentioned that this box set is 10 years old now, and he's actually hoping to try and get the show on Blu-ray, which would be cool. I mean, I think he did say he's not entirely sure if it's possible, but it would be cool if he is able to get it on Blu-ray, and I would be happy to pick that up. Without further ado, I'll show you some footage from the museum itself. So here you go, guys.
And it's a very good morning to Jared and Alan, who travelled to see us at the Phil Silvers Museum today on Saturday, the 3rd of February 2024. Met Jared, I think, at Talking Pictures Festival of Film last year.
Yeah, and going to the next one.
Yes,
yeah.
He bought a t-shirt off us and he's very happy. And he's both enjoying the museum today. and it's great to welcome more people to the museum. And I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I have been so far. Definitely.
Great, yes, yeah. And obviously you'll go to the Talking Pictures event in March, so we'll all meet up again and talk about this man, this very special man that we all admire.
Yeah. So here's the stuff I could see from the outside window walking past, and there's Top Cat, of course, and then underneath him here there's a Sergeant Bilko annual. That's cool. So here are the VHS tapes, and as I mentioned before, one of them is the Bilko movie with Steve Martin. Car 54, Where Are You? That's another show by Nat Hiken, who did Sergeant Bilko. And the other DVD that was on there was a DVD of like the golden age of comedy. So here I was looking through this book. As you can see, there's a lot of pictures to do with Follow That Camel, the Carry On film that he did. And then I noticed in the corner there's an autograph from Jeffrey Holland, and when I met Jeffrey, he signed that same picture for me, so that's cool. And yeah, he signed it for the Phil Silvers Museum because he's a fan of it. So here's an autograph from the actor Richard LaParmentier, I think that's how you say it. And obviously he was in Star Wars. He was the guy who got choked by Darth Vader. He was also in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Octopussy, and also Superman 2, among other things. He's passed away now, sadly, but it's pretty cool that he wrote this, to thank the Phil Silvers Appreciation Society. There's a book down here, and also here's some cards with artwork, and they had this similar sort of artwork at the Talking Pictures TV live shows that I've been to. Yeah. Then here's some other stuff. Yeah, there's that stand, and there's a Terry Thomas t-shirt, and there's Audrey Hepburn, there's Laurel and Hardy, there's Catwoman on that picture, and then there's Herman Munster there, some other pictures. There's Bob Hope over there. There's this poster for the Stan and Ollie movie. You can't really see that. And that's actually Maurice Gosfield's grave. You know, that's Doberman's grave. So here are some of Phil's watches. This one was given to him by Jack Benny. And then this one over here was given to him by Ted Knight. So I think that's really cool. You know, one, because they belong to Phil Silvers, and two, because they were given to him by other famous people. Here, as you can see, is a picture of Phil Silver's gravestone. So here's a picture signed by Phil himself. That's really nice to have, and there's some caricatures of the characters. Ernie and Kovacs Land, that's a book. And then here's a screen showing a tweet of something that Mark Hamill said about the museum, which, you know, that's just really nice to see. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed going there. I really did enjoy that. Would definitely recommend it for any Bilko fans. You know, thank you, Steve, for being so nice when I visited. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching this video, and bye.